So your girl is just super awesome at this YouTube job that I forgot to do an intro. So this is kind of my intro. Hello, welcome to the video. We're going to do the Kylie Cosmetics Purple Eyeshadow Palette today. So let's just go ahead and jump right into the tutorial. So I brought you guys in a little bit closer today so we can really look at the eyes because that's what today is all about. So we are going to be testing out for the very first time the Kylie Cosmetics Purple Eyeshadow Palette. This is what this bad boy looks like. It is beautiful, to be honest with you. I absolutely love these colors, and I did a double take when she first released the palette. So I definitely knew I wanted to snag this up and try it out for you guys. We are doing a first impressions today. That's why I have not done my other eye, because normally with my eye tutorials I do one eye off camera and then I'll do the other one on camera with you guys. But I wanted this to be a true first impressions. So I already did my face makeup, which is new for me. I always do my eye makeup first and then I will go on to my face makeup. I am just going to put some translucent powder under my eyes just in case to save my makeup. I'm gonna go ahead and just put some powder underneath my eyes. I honestly don't know what I want to do. My eyes are already primed. I just put my concealer over it and some translucent powder. So I'm going to jump right in with the palette. I'm going to grab my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush. I'm going to go in with this color, which is lilac. Swirling my brush in there, I got a little bit of kick up. I'm going to go ahead and use this kind of as our transition color. I honestly have no idea where I want to take this, but let's just go in. So it's a very pretty lilac color. It isn't giving off too much pigment, which can be good. Just kind of want it as a base right now. It is showing up, which is really nice because I have another palette that has like a lavender lilac color. And honestly, I cannot get it to show up on my skin. So this is going well so far. Next, I think I'm going to grab a little bit of Turning Violet, which is this color right here. Still going to keep it on my Sigma E40 brush. And again, just work it into... Oh, wow. That's pigmented. Work it on the outer part and into the crease ever so lightly. It's a little bit more of a lighter purple than I thought it was going to be. It looks a little bit darker in the pan, or maybe it's because it mixed with lilac. It's still a really pretty color, and these purples are beautiful. Go back in with lilac a little bit, just on the edges. Make sure everything is smooth and blended. I'm going to pick up my Sigma Tapered Blending, which is the E35. And I'm going to pick up Wine and Dine, which is this plummy color right here. And I'm going to keep that on the outer edge of the eye. Slowly working it into the crease. And then when I have very little product, I'll work into the inner corner. I feel like they do show up a little bit lighter on the eyes than they are in the pan. I'm not going to wet my brush at first. I'm going to try and go in with Amethyst just on my Morphe M224. That's nice. I am going to try now to spray my brush a little bit. I'm just going to use my Smashbox. Just a tiny bit. Oh yeah. Definitely living for this eye. So it's definitely a beautiful color on its own, but spraying my brush, you get more payoff, of course. And that's with any kind of shimmer or duochrome shade. I always spray my brush. So now I'm going to go in a little bit more with Wine and Dine and kind of build up that outer corner. I am getting a little bit of fallout on my cheeks, so I would use this palette before I do my face makeup, but that's why I put the powder down. I'm gonna do a little bit of a winged liner real quick. Alright, so my camera ended up shutting off because it needed to cool down. So I did go ahead and do liner and lashes on this eye. And now we're going to go ahead and move on to this one and do the liner and lashes on this. I'm going to be using two different things to do my winged liner. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. gel liner, and this is in black, and then the NYX matte liquid black liner. So I'm going to use these two and just create a wing. Today I'm going to be wearing my Flutter Intoxicating Lashes, so I'm going to go ahead and apply these. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with Wine and Dine first on my Morphe M165, and I'm going to pack that and push it right up on that lower lash line. Now taking my Morphe E36 and a little bit of Turning Violet, I'm going to buff Wine and Dine out. Now taking my Sigma Blending E36 and Lilac, I'm going to go ahead and again just buff those colors out. I'm going to apply some mascara. So now that the eyes are done, I went ahead and zoomed you guys out. I did actually end up picking up one more product along with the eyeshadow palette. I did end up getting one of her loose powder highlights, and this is in Santorini. I've heard great things about these, and they've always been out of stock. So thankfully she restocked them in time for the purple palette. I have not swatched this. I did just open it and showed it on my Snapchat. First I'm going to grab my Sigma Pencil E30 brush, and I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of Santorini and use that as the inner corner highlight. Now I'm going to grab my Morphe M501 brush, and I'm going to go ahead and apply this to my cheekbones. Guys, I have been sleeping on these. Holy bejeez. And I'm honestly not even going into the product. I'm just dipping into the lid and tapping the excess off. Oh my god, that's so pretty. This is beautiful. I love this color. So I'm going to go ahead and pop on a lip real quick, and then I will be back to give you guys my final thoughts on this collection. So now I can give you guys my final thoughts on the purple eyeshadow palette from Kylie Cosmetics and also Santorini. I don't know what I did with it. The loose powder highlight. For the eyeshadows, I actually really enjoyed these. I honestly, before I turned my camera on, dropped this palette and didn't know that these can all come out. So this is the eye look I created, of course, with this palette. I'm really happy with how this look came out. I feel like these purples are very true purples, because sometimes I feel like when you get into the purple game, they can either be a little bit cool toned or show up a little bit more gray toned on the eyes. I do have a lot of the single shadows from Morphe, which are purple, and honestly, I don't reach for these at all because they do come off more cool toned and more grayish on the eyes. So those I tend not to go for, which made me a little bit nervous about this palette at first. It is a beautiful palette. I think the colors are so pretty. I really enjoyed the mattes in here. The only other palette that I have from Kylie is the Royal Peach palette, and I definitely think this is an improvement. I hardly ever reach for the Royal Peach palette. I just don't really like how the colors look. I don't really like how they blend. These are definitely way better, and I can see myself actually reaching for shades in here. These are all the shades in the palette, if you guys can see them. Again, I feel like are very true color. They might show up a little bit lighter on the eyes and a little bit lighter in the swatch, but altogether I think it is a beautiful palette. I think this was a great job for Kylie. I haven't bought from her in a while, and this makes me want to buy more from her. I really enjoyed this palette. I hope you guys enjoyed how this look came out. I hope this review was helpful. I definitely give this 2 thumbs up, and I will be using it again. I think the purples are beautiful. The shimmers I cannot wait to play around with, especially this periwinkle one right here, and even this gold one, which is Trophy, that right here swatched beautifully. And then I have Amethyst on my eyes, and it is a duochrome color. It pulls blue and purple, and I just think it makes my eyes pop. Santorini is stunning. Her loose highlighters are freaking genius. It is on my cheekbones and it is so beautiful. It is a beautiful color. The only thing I will complain about is the packaging. I know with loose powders it can get a little bit difficult, but I do wish there was a little bit of a better sifter in it. The sifter that's in it, the holes are pretty big and it's a loose powder, so more product is able to get through quicker. So that does kind of cause it to make a little bit of a mess, and I feel like this lid doesn't screw all the way on, so there's a little gap in it, so product will be able to get out. The product is beautiful. I think it was only about 16 bucks, so it's not bad at all. The palette was $40, which is a little pricey because I mean there is only $9, but you do have to remember you are paying for the name also, so of course her prices are a little bit higher. There is fallout with the shadow, especially when I did my lower lash line and didn't have any powder on. I noticed fallout, but it was super easy to wipe away. It didn't leave any residue. When I use this palette again, I will definitely do my eyes first and then my foundation, but it was fun to kind of do my foundation first today. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and review. Let me know if you guys are going to pick up the palette, and give this video a big thumbs up before you leave, and also hit that subscribe button before you leave. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye guys.